Are you truly ready to kill Eren?
I don't think that's our only option. We can find another way.
That's what I thought.
If you're like me, you prefer the English dub of Attack on Titan, although when it comes to season 4 of the anime, I've mainly been watching it in Japanese because it's bad enough spoilers are constantly coming from the manga, but once the anime is out in Japanese, spoilers kind of flood, and honestly, the wait has just been way too long, especially with the previous episode. That was insane. A popular question about this anime is, how do I watch it? That may surprise some of you because it sure did surprise me when that question was kind of trending, but online servers kind of always crash whenever there's a new release of Attack on Titan, or we'll get a release date and people won't know the exact time, or things will be different in their time zone, so they're just stuck wondering why they can't watch this anime. When it comes to the English dub, that used to be an exclusive thing between Funimation and Toonami. Basically, Funimation would be the company to actually dub the episode, and they did with a lot of other anime as well. Then they'd make a deal with Toonami, which is Cartoon Network's nighttime schedule called Adult Swim's Anime Time. But the interesting thing is this whole thing was basically decided by Warner Brothers, who own this network, and once they got the episode to air on their network, then we'd get it online streaming exclusively on Funimation. Warner Brothers ironically owned Crunchyroll at the time, but we never would get the English dub onto Crunchyroll. Now we know times have changed because Sony purchased both Funimation and Crunchyroll and then gave Crunchyroll all the Funimation stuff. So now we do have English dubs on Crunchyroll, and that is in fact a place to go to watch this anime in English dub. They've got the rights to do so, although there are people who illegally put this up on unofficial websites. It will also apparently be up on Hulu, which actually is official, but it's totally up to Crunchyroll when this is coming out. And well, according to an article on MSN News, we've got bad news. They said, and I quote, "This episode follows in the footsteps of the first special broadcast that initially aired earlier this year on March 3rd. The long-awaited Part 3 comes to us after a significant 9-month hiatus, leaving fans all the more eager to dive back into the world of Titans and the intricate plot that unfolds." So the dub for episode 2 is expected to be available around April 2024. While there's always a possibility of an earlier release, it's less likely considering Crunchyroll often sticks to established patterns. As such, a 6-month wait seems to be on the horizon, and fans are bracing themselves for another thrilling installment of Attack on Titan. So yeah, 6 months waiting. That's crazy. Very, very crazy. But let's hope things change.